Howdy gamers, old gamer guy here. I've been meaning to make this video for quite a while, but I kept getting distracted by other games like I do. I have actually played this game a little bit, but I'm going to start fresh here by deleting my user data. I tried to make a first hour impressions video for this game, but I accidentally erased the footage. So this is more like my second hour impressions. Right there I just stood up off the couch so I could turn around and look behind me, but it appears that I'm in some kind of a space shuttle and we're approaching a large ship, and so I'm going to start the boarding procedure, which means I am starting a new game. I have access to a couple of mods right at the beginning, so I could choose to play with very little ammo spawning, or I could choose to play with more monsters spawning. I could choose to randomly go with one of those, but I'm not going to choose any of that. I guess once I unlock some weapons, I'll be able to choose my starting weapon, but for this first run, I am going to start off with nothing in my inventory. But here we are approaching the ship, and some anomaly is taking place, but we must be on autopilot. We can't turn around, and then we get about a 20-second loading screen, and then we appear in this room. Every time we start the game, we appear in this room. The objects in the room will be a little bit different though, but if we take a look around, the graphics look okay, but not great. It kind of reminds me of an older game, sort of like playing Half-Life, the original Half-Life. But never mind that. We have a crossbow here on the table. We have some ammo for that crossbow on the table. And we have, here I am loading the crossbow, which is always cool in VR. We have a button on both controllers to open up a, like a quick slot inventory. So I'm putting some of this stuff into that inventory. But we have some other items here that I'm not going to pick up. Later on, there is a way to recycle things to make other things. There I just picked up a disk drive, and I'll talk more about that later. Here we have the time-tested video game storytelling technique of finding an audio log, and so you're probably getting the idea that this game has sort of a Dead Space kind of a flavor, and you would be correct. We are slowly running out of oxygen, but we can find these handy oxygen containers here that we can use later to recharge our air, and I'll show you that a little bit later. But first, let's go over here and open the door. And just remember, when I leave this room, I open the door and I see a dark hallway with another door ahead of us, it appears. And then there is a passageway on the left. We've got objectives on our left hand there. And then down this left passageway, there is a door with a blue lock on it. So I'm going to have to find a blue key card to get through this door. On the underside of my arm, I have a mini map, and you can actually see the blue door on the mini map. But going this way, we find another dark room with another bunch of objects laying around and some containers to search, and yeah, we have a nice creepy atmosphere as we explore here. There's some weird noises going on around us, very much like Dead Space. But not too long into the game, I actually found the blue key card. You can see that picking up things is sometimes a little bit fiddly, a little bit awkward, but here I am using my mini-map to make my way back to that blue lock, so I can use this blue key card, and we get it out of our quick menu here, put it in the door, and then you actually have to pull this lever, but I backed away from the door and just kind of stared at it for a moment, expecting it to open on its own. I mean, it's been a whole month or so since I played this, so obviously I have forgotten everything. But never mind that. Just past the blue door, we get our list of objectives. And so that last one, jumping back to Earth's orbit, that is the object of the game. We need to repair a ship and get back to Earth. We have a red key card door in this room. And then if I continue to explore, you can hear an alarm beeping in the background. That means my oxygen is getting low. And I have some oxygen canisters in my inventory, but I saw on a table in this room, I remembered seeing another oxygen canister. So if I go over, pick it up, and hold it up to my face, then I automatically recharge my air. And then you can't put that empty canister back into your inventory for some reason. So I continue to explore. There continues to be weird alien growths all over the place. And oh my gosh, something just hit me. I'm turning around and there we go. There's our first enemy, this weird looking googly-eyed zombie thing. And it's kind of funny looking, but this is kind of scary as this thing is approaching you. But a few direct shots to the face with my crossbow, and the googly-eyed nightmare goes down. But of course, the ominous music keeps playing for a bit, so I was nervous until that music went away. But yeah, there's a closer look at this googly-eyed freak. But then that music started back up again. And I really didn't know why, so I was clearly very nervous, looking around very quickly, furtively looking for objects. But if I continue this way, we are about to see our second enemy. There it is, a weird-looking, fleshy blob with tentacles. And as you will see in a little bit, it uses those tentacles to move around, but my initial reaction was to run away. I needed to recharge my air, and I thought, hey, you know what? I think I'll explore over this way. And I did not expect the thing to follow me, but remember, as I go this way, I find a hole in the wall right here. But yeah, continuing my exploration, we find a room here. This room is all brightly lit. But there we have a health syringe, and you won't be able to see it really, but I'm injecting this into my arm, and I am getting a little bit of my health back. But once again, I don't think I can put that into my inventory once I'm done. There was some pistol ammo, but never mind that. So here we are, going back the other way. I'm carrying a battery. I hear some noises that sound sort of like footsteps, and then, oh my gosh, there is this weird blob thing, and it is now on the move. So once again, I am backing away in panic. There is a way to reach up and get ammo from your shoulder, and I have gotten that to work actually, but right here I'm panicking and running away, and I could not get that to work, so I just got back into my quick menu for more ammo, and then stupidly I went back to confront the creature again. There is the hole in the wall again, and there's the creature. It has moved just a little bit. Now it knows where I am again. There's some fire bursting from the wall, which will hurt me if I get too close, but the creature appears to be smart enough that it's not going through there, or maybe it just lost track of me. I don't know, but still, stupidly, I'm trying to get its attention. And here I'm going to be successful, but yeah, it kind of darted away. That was kind of creepy looking. But here it comes, and I thought, oh good, it's going through the fire. That's going to kill it, but the fire did not kill it. And then I ran the wrong way. Maybe if I had run the right way, I would have escaped with my life, but it got me. So there you go, I died. A polypoid killed me. But the good news is I unlocked a couple of things. Those are mods there that I unlocked. The log that I found is here, so I could read it or listen to it again. Unfortunately, I did not unlock any blueprints, but starting a new game. There you can see I could start with a mod that gives the ship a world-class defense system, or I could play with increased health but reduced inventory capacity. And then I could randomly take one of those, but I'm not going to choose any of that. And we start our approach again to the ship, our doomed approach that is going to leave us stranded. And then once again, here we are in this room. The crossbow was on a different table this time, but we still have a crossbow. We have another disk drive here. But over here on this table, this time, we start off with the blue key card. So we have a little bit of an advantage this time. I think that's just a random thing. But otherwise, this room is pretty much the same. You just need to do your due diligence and search properly, because there could be important items in here. But this is just a bunch of recycling fodder. There is something there in that tube, but I'm not sure exactly what that is. But now, when we open the door, we have another hallway, but this time there is no left turn here. There's just a battery terminal there on the wall. And then straight ahead, instead of another hallway into another room, we have just a long hallway here that turns left. And I'm taking the battery out of this terminal. I think the numbers on those batteries tell you how many times the battery can be moved. But I'm hearing some alien noises already that let me know that there's a creature nearby. So this time it appears that we're in more danger immediately than we were before. But looking around, I can hear the noise coming from over here, and there it is, the fleshy tentacled blob again. So I am I am backing away. Here is the door with the blue lock on it, and like I said, I already started off with the blue key card, so we can already get through here. And it appears that every time you go through the blue door, you enter this larger room, and this is where we get all of our objectives again, telling us that we need to escape back to Earth. And at first I thought that big ship there in the room was the ship that we were going to have to repair. But there is another ship that we will find. So here I am putting this battery in this room. And now I have power. And over here, there is always this machine in this room. So this room will be where you recycle stuff. And if I had a blueprint, I could make something. But here is a computer terminal, and this is where you turn in those data drives. So this is me unlocking a blueprint that I can use in future runs. And I'll be able to use this blueprint in this run as well, actually. It's got a list of ingredients, so that tells you what you will have to look for when you're looking for things to recycle. And here is actually the room with the spaceship that you're going to have to repair. It looks very much like the shuttle that we arrived in, but this one is just sitting here, and we're going to have to repair it, I guess, and maybe find a battery and some fuel and some coordinates or something. You know, we have a series of objectives to get this thing running, and then we can get out of here and get back to Earth. The ship also has an automatic security system, which of course sees you as an intruder as well. So you have to either destroy these things, or right here, I realized that if I took this battery away, then the turret would not be able to function. There are also floating drones that patrol around. But here is a look at one more enemy before I go ahead and end this video. And I thought this was a glitch at first, but I shoot this thing and then it disappears and then it comes back around the corner. And so I thought this was a glitch, but actually this enemy blinks around. It kind of teleports around. So you have to be kind of careful, but once again it's kind of a slow shambling zombie. kind of a thing, so it's not hurting me from a distance. But yeah, hopefully you're getting an idea of what this game is. You know, you have these rooms that are always basically the same, except they'll have different objects in them. But the layout of the hallways will change from run to run. So you don't always know exactly where you are. You're always a little bit disoriented and kind of searching around. And then when you die, you do retain some of the knowledge that you got in that last run, so you do get marginally stronger as you go. But this is a game that was on sale when I got my PSVR2. There's the fleshy tentacle thing again. Yeah, so I bought this on sale just kind of on a whim, and then my initial reaction to it was not all that favorable, and so I was playing other games, but then I came back to this one and I gave it another chance, and as it turned out, I really like it. So I've been meaning to make this video for a while, but I guess it's kind of appropriate that this is an older PSVR2 game, because yesterday was the first anniversary of PSVR2. I'm very happy with mine. The future seems bright, but I guess we'll see. I hope Sony can lower the price before too long and more people can buy this thing and give it a shot, because I do think this VR stuff is really amazing and it really does add to certain genres. But that'll do it for this video. More videos soon, but for now, thanks for watching.